Hi, this is Mike from thesubstream.com, and this is Watch This Instead for the week ending the 23rd of April, 2010. And I'd like to talk today about a film called The Losers, which was directed by Sylvain White, who is a French director who got his start making commercials and music videos and then made the classic Stomp the Yard. The Losers is an adaptation of a comic that was originally published by Vertigo Comics, which is an imprint, and that's a comic book industry term that I learned, of DC Comics. Vertigo was designed since its inception in the early 90s to be the imprint that published all of the comics that were a little mature, a little sophisticated, a little violent, that were intended for adult comic book readers or late teen comic book readers that didn't need goofy little child language and goofy little child ideas. But thankfully, The Losers movie adaptation has taken all of that sophisticated grown-up stuff and crunched it into a ball and got rid of it, because the adaptation is PG-13. Yes! I love action movies that are intended to appeal to kids. So happy they did that. It's the film wretched. It just is full of this pulsating cinematography and editing. This hip-hop beat in the background, in the score, and every beat the camera goes and jump cuts ahead 3 frames, and you get this feeling like you're watching a Mace rap video from the late 90s, which is a feeling I never wanted to have ever again. I thought Mace found Jesus or whatever and was done making, and Puff Daddy, I haven't seen Puff Daddy, I'm happy not to see Puff Daddy anymore with the fisheye and the wallpaper that's bright red with gold fleur-de-lis in a hotel, as if that could ever happen. This film is every bit an action movie in the mold of Bad Boys 2. It's just like 8 years too late, and none of the cast members, unfortunately, have the charisma necessary to polish Will Smith or Martin Lawrence's shades. Let me be clear, I'm not a snob. I like action movies. I love stupid action movies. It's just that this one this one directed by Sylvain White, is a PG-13 adaptation of a Vertigo comic called The Losers, isn't good. It stinks. It's terrible. They're the B team. They're a grungy, goofy gang of big smile, loving, wouldn't hurt a flea except their crazy murder machine soldiers who come against an evil, mean government guy who cuts them out of the army because they refuse to do the mission, and the mission is killing apparently 27 children. They're led by Clay, the rough-talking, whiskery, wears a suit, apparently, even though he's a soldier with his buttons down to here, leader. And his best friend, the wise, mean-looking guy with a scar like this. Death from above, this silent, brooding sniper with a heart of gold. There's the wacky, white, nerdy guy with glasses. These characters apparently know they're in an action movie, so they're always saying things that aren't quite funny. They go off motorcycle jumps for no reason at all, and have one glove for no reason at all. It's just a character glove, the bad guy. PG-13 action movie for kids. Yes. So what should you watch instead? Watch the absolute perfection of the genre, where the smart guy, has to work outside the boundaries of the law because the man took his life away from him, and he's got to get back in and be normal again and fight, and he's got a lovable gang of rapscallions who each have their own special, unique ability, and they work together as a group to accomplish the goal. One of my favorite films of all time, the massively underrated Sneakers, which was directed by Phil Alden Robinson in 1992. It's great, not just because it has an amazing cast. Guys like Robert Redford, Ben Kingsley, Sidney Poitier, Dan Aykroyd, which works somehow, and River Phoenix, and David Strathairn, but it's got a script that allows these very good actors to, within the framework of kind of a generic action-y movie, funny action movie type thing, create real characters that seem like theoretically real people, rather than just cardboard cookie-cutter types, which is the problem, ultimately, with The Losers. So don't watch The Losers and watch Sneakers instead. You literally won't be disappointed.